Hey everyone, and welcome to my very first video back with actually my voice in it because I haven't done one of these in a very long time. And I thought now would be a cool time to kind of come back and do this because I have access to the Battlefield 1 closed alpha. And I thought, since the NDA got lifted, we can actually post, talk, and show about the closed alpha and what's in it and how it plays and how it runs. And we can just generally talk about something amazing that I want to show off here to you guys. I don't have access to the closed alpha for the new unified UI, but this is basically the UI that we have here in Battlefield 1 is going to be the same UI that we're going to have in Hardline and Battlefield 4. So I can't wait to show you guys this and how it's going to make these three games, amazing. So basically, as you know, Battlefield 4 and Hardline and 3 and Medal of Honor Warfighter, they all run off a Battlelog. And Battlelog kind of let's just say it sucks. It's a bit massive inconvenience when you want to play Battlefield 4 on PC. You always have to have this sort of thing where you have to invite your friends and to the server that you're in, and then they somehow will be entered into your party, and then they'll be put in your squad. And it's really dumb because sometimes that doesn't work. Your friend will be thrown on the other team, and sometimes you'll get in a game and the auto balance will throw you on the other team, and your friends will be thrown on the other team as well. So you'll be not partied with your friends and stuff. This, I guess, will fix that in a way, and it will also make switching from Battlefield 1, Hardline, and Battlefield 4 seamless. It'll make it very simple and just all around nice because it's something that these other two games here, Hardline and Battlefield 4, have needed since their launch. And we're going to go over some of the features in here because there's going to be some universal controls that you can modify in here that will work for all the games. So basically, this is kind of like the front end that you'll see, and it's like says good afternoon, and it says my name. You're going to see these, and then you're going to see kind of like here's a server that they suggest where you can instantly join it. You'll see down here your recent servers that you've been in, and you can click and join them instantly, and they'll just instantly throw you to like this really cool rotating planet, and they'll like zoom down in on the area where the battle is taking place, and then it kind of starts loading, which is really cool. Another thing is this is a kind of a quick match thing. You can just click it and it'll instantly throw you into whatever game mode DICE has said here try, and see if you like it. So that could be something for a new game mode. Say that they have a new DLC, or say they updated the game and there's a new DLC, maybe a free game mode that they want you to try. Here, try it. Then they have these other slots for news, which will probably be like if they have patch notes, like they have here for the alpha update. If they have the downtime, and then they have, like stuff like, hey, you want to know news? What's the best classes? Best class for you, or welcome to the Battlefield 1 alpha. Or this could be ranging from anything from server patch notes to say they want to talk to you about the upcoming DLC. You can click these. And they give you these kind of info, and which is really, really nice. And then you can go up here and hit X, and you can read some of these, where they, when they're going to have the down time. They're really nice in Star Wars Battlefront because when they tell you when the servers are going to be down, they pop up a message. And in Battlefield 1 and stuff like that, you have to go to Battlelog to read all that and stuff like that, which is really, stupid because I don't like Battlelog, and I'll probably say that a few more times throughout this video, but I just don't like it. But this new kind of unified UI is just going to solve everybody's problem with the game. If this is something that is being done for Battlefield, and Battlefield 1, 4, Hardline are all running on the Frostbite 3, let's hope that something like this comes to Star Wars Battlefront, or that game is good as dead before the last, right after the last DLC comes out. So basically, we'll go over the tabs up here in a minute, but I want to go over this. Now, this is really nice. Okay, so Star Wars Battlefront was the first to introduce this kind of friends list that you can see in game without opening Origin. So at the top in Star Wars Battlefront, it was always at the left top, and you had your guy, and then you had your partner, and then you had your party, and then you had your players, and they were all color coded to by if they were in game, if they were in a match, if they were at the main menu, if they were online but not in any game, and they were red if they were offline or away, I think it was, or something like that. I can't really remember the colors that they have on it, but you can see the colors here at the side. You can see there's someone in Need for Speed here, and he's in. These other people are online and offline, and you can go through all of these and see the pages and stuff like that. What is really nice about this is if your friends own Hardline and they own Battlefield 1, and your friend is in Battlefield 1, and you're in Battlefield 4, and he's like, hey, jump in Mumble or Discord or TeamSpeak, and let's get right into playing some Battlefield 1. Your friend says, hey, I'm in Battlefield 4. I'll be over there in just a second. He can invite you to the party. You can go over here to Battlefield 1, click it, and then you guys will instantly be in Battlefield 1, and you can instantly join into a server. He says, hey, I'm bored of playing Battlefield 1, let's go play Battlefield 4 or Hardline. You guys can jump right from there, same party, into Battlefield 4 or Hardline, which is really, really nice. And it's really, really something that has been needed in Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline. Hopefully this will get people back into playing Battlefield Hardline, because recently EA has been giving out a lot of the Battlefield Hardline DLC free, and the only one they haven't given away is the I think the latest DLC pack. I think that's right, but they've been giving a lot of that away, and maybe this will bring people back to playing Hardline, because obviously, as you know, that game has been fast approaching its death, and on PC, and I would really love people to come back and play that game, because I really liked Hardline. But you'll be able to move back and forth with your party pretty seamlessly into these games. You can see these tabs over here, and you got Watch, which will most likely allow you to watch Twitch streamers, probably, or YouTube gaming streams from this. And then you have the news, which is basically these tiles here, but probably a more in-depth, more the news. If these are just the featured news, probably, and this is probably the main news where you can get everything that you need. And then you have the store, probably where you can buy all the DLC, and you can buy all the probably the upgrade packs, or the starter, or like I guess you could call them starter packs, where you can unlock weapons, all the weapons in that class quicker. You know, they've had them since Battlefield 3, where you instantly buy and you get all these weapons unlocked right away. So they'll probably have that stuff there. At the top you have the multiplayer, and so one of the things that I guess DICE is changing is, and they've introduced it in Hardline on Battlelog, but it didn't really work well. What this will do is if you go into the server browser, which we'll go into a minute and look at, if you go to the filters tab and filters your servers, you can say, well, I want servers that have 64 players, and I want servers that maybe don't have vehicles, but they have the air vehicles, and you want to do all that, which right now you can't really do all that in this, because it's all preset kind of. But once you do that, there'll probably be more game modes here, and you'll probably be scrolling down and around, scrolling down. This is kind of like the tiles like they have for Star Wars Battlefront, but now since they've kind of changed that a little bit, you have to click on like all the playlists and you can see them. And one of the cool things they brought out from Star Wars Battlefront was this, where you could see, hey, this is 64 players. It has tanks, it has air vehicles. Like with Domination, it only has players. It doesn't have tanks, it doesn't have biplanes and all that. Sadly, in the closed alpha, Conquest is the only game mode you can play. Domination, why it's in here, why they show it off here, the teasing you at the screen, I don't know, because you cannot play it. It's kind of sad. But the server browser, which is really nice, you have your favorites, and you have your recents up here, which, yeah, okay, it's going to load my recents. But say if I favorite, let's see, say if I go over here and I favorite this. Okay, let's see if that worked. Okay, yeah. There we go. It'll show up in my favorites, which is really, really nice, and something that was kind of annoying when you kind of looked at all your favorites, you had to scroll down and stuff like that. This acts just like Battlelog. So if you do like Battlelog, in the transition is going to be seamless, hopefully for everybody. But you can do your players. You can even search here. So like if I want to search West, it's going to give me all the West servers and stuff like that, which is really nice. And then I can go up here and do quick filters. If I want Conquest, if I want what map I want to play, free slots, game size. So they're really trying to say, here is Battlelog merged into the game. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to slowly make Battlelog obsolete and have everything seamless in game. And that's what they're doing, and which is really nice, because it's something that we've needed for probably since Battlefield 4, you know. You can have reset filters, you can have full filters, where you can go in here, and this will be where you can literally change everything, kind of like you do in Battlelog's filters and stuff like that. I hope they make this a little bit bigger up here, because it's really small to see the back buttons and stuff like that, but I didn't go over this button. This is career. This is most likely going to be your stats, where you have your assignments and all of that. You can click on it. You can look at your assignments in game, and all of that will be there. Obviously, I think probably they'll keep Battlelog for your stats and stuff like that, for Battlefield 4, Hardline, and 3 and stuff like that. Because obviously this unified UI is not coming to Battlefield 3, because Battlefield 3 runs on Frostbite 2, and this runs on Frostbite 3. So it's not going to work. So they're still going to be needing Battlelog for Battlefield 3, and I don't think nobody plays Medal of Honor Warfighter anymore. So, but they probably will not be doing that stuff for that game, and they'll have to be keeping Battlelog for those two games. But up here you have the campaign, you have your soldier. Probably your soldier is going to be your classes. You're going to be going in there, you're going to be able to modify your classes before you get into game. And you're going to be able to see your character. Probably, they said there was going to be customizable characters in some way in this game, so you'll be able to customize your character from there. And then you have the more... there will probably be more stuff here than just the options in the about. The about is just credits, I think, at the moment. And I'm not going to really click on it, but... we're going to go into controls, because this is where your unified controls are going to be. You want to set up your soldier sensitivity, your vehicle sensitivity, your vibration, if you have a controller, your zoom, your sensitivity. I don't know what uniform soldier aiming is. I don't know, so I kept it off. But you'll be able to go in here if you're the type of person that plays with an Xbox One controller or a PlayStation 4. They're both set up perfectly. Here you can do the default. You can change everything up. You can change veteran, you can lefty veteran, custom, and default. So I guess you can map with custom. I guess you can map your own controls to the controller. Advanced. This is all the sensitivities for the controllers, which is pretty nice. I only time I ever use a controller is when I fly. I feel like flying in Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefield 4, and this game is really easy to do with a controller. So that's the only time I ever use a controller, and when I do, it's the Xbox One. Now, this is, if you know Battlefield 4 and Hardline, this is where you can modify literally everything. You can change the color of the kills, the hits, the cursor, the map. If you want the map zoomed in, closer to where you are or farther out from where you are. The one thing I don't like about this is that, which it'll probably be in the full game, is basically you can't size the map. In Battlefield 4, I have the map size pretty sizable on my left-hand side. Because I want to be able to see exactly where everybody is, and in this it's hard to see because the map is kind of not 3D anymore, or 2D, it's 3D, and I really need the map sized up a little bit more so I can see when there's people around me. I don't know what veteran mode is, because obviously all of these things say placeholder, because none of the text team has wrote anything for them. Advanced, I don't know why this is in... These need to be flipped. Advanced needs to be basic, and basic needs to be advanced. Maybe they'll do that in the launch of the game, but you have these all here, which are standard. Everybody knows about them. Gameplay. Oh, we already did gameplay. Audio. Audio is very simple. If you've played Battlefield 4, Hardline, Star Wars Battlefront, audio is all the same. nope. Key binding, real quick. When I clicked it, is basically just the same as every other battle or dice game. Video settings, they deviate just a tiny bit from previous dice games like Battlefront, Hardline, and Battlefield One. You have motion blur, you have weapon depth of field, you stuff like this. Now, right now, this alpha seems to be running very, very differently, and it's very odd that Battlefield or Star Wars Battlefront, I get very, very different frames from Star Wars Battlefront to this game. Star Wars Battlefront obviously does not have DirectX 12, and this game does. So when I disable DirectX 12, I can get almost 60 frames on these settings right here. But that's because I had to go into the NVIDIA control panel and modify that I have to turn VSync on. So that was to stop the input lag and the stuttering that I had in the game. But obviously, I feel medium settings for me right now is all right. I noticed in the Battlefield, Star Wars Battlefront closed alpha when I played it, I had to put my stuff on medium settings as well. And then when the game came out, it got more optimized, and I was able to run it at. Right now, I'm able to run it at high to ultra, so which is really nice. And one of the things that did change here was resolution scaling. Everybody thought, I read it on the Battlefield 1 closed alpha forums, that resolution scaling was at 50% meant that in like Battlefield 1 or Hardline, 50% meant it was 50% of 100. No, if you bump this up to 100, that is technically 200% if you're basing it off of Star Wars Battlefront, or you're basing it off of Hardline or Battlefield 4. It's basically 200%. So do not upscale that if your computer cannot handle it, because your computer will probably crash the game. And you'll probably get like 5 frames if your computer can handle. Basically, what it does is it takes like your resolution and doubles your resolution. So if you're running at 1080p, it doubles the 1080p. And yeah, a lot of people were wondering why their game was running so sluggish when it was at 100%, and that's why, because it's not 100% now is 50%, and 100% in here is now 200%. So it kind of gets confusing and stuff like that. But that's about it. You can see your ranks up here, and I bet in not Star Wars, but Battlefield 4 and Hardline, you'll be able to see your rank up there as well, and you'll be able to see everybody playing here. That's a little too small. And what I liked in Star Wars Battlefront is I could exit, and it would take me back to hit escape, and it would take me back to certain menus. This, no matter what I do, if I hit escape, it's just it completely doesn't do anything. I would like right now for me to hit escape, and it asks me if I want to close out of the game. It doesn't, but that's something that they can fix before release. There's tons of things that they can fix. And add in before the release of this game in October. I will be doing more gameplay. If this isn't your type of stuff, go and watch some of my voice videos that I've uploaded. If that's what you come to my channel for, I will be doing more of them this weekend, and we'll be having a whole bunch of them uploaded, because I've already did all the alien voices from the game. So we'll be doing announcers, and we'll be doing other stuff like that throughout the week. But I'll be recording tons of Battlefield 1 gameplay before the closed alpha ends. And hopefully you guys will like this on my channel, because I'm wanting to start getting back into playing games. I have previously been uploading small stuff, in terms of gameplay, every once in a great while, but I want to start getting back into that and uploading gameplay for you guys. So, but I hope you guys like this look at the new UI, and I can't wait to see it when it does come out for Battlefield 4. I will definitely do another video on it, what it looks like in Battlefield 4, because obviously the background and some of the tiles could look a little tiny, have different textures on it, but look the same. And I want to see what it looks like transitioning from like Hardline to Battlefield 4, because this will end, and then we'll only have those 2 games to test it on and stuff like that, or maybe it won't, and the UI won't launch until the Battlefield 1 comes out. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can either sub. If you don't want to do that, you can just like the video or leave a comment. It's up to you. We're reaching 1,000 subs, and I cannot believe that I've actually almost reached 1,000 subs. I almost reached it a couple weeks ago, but they did that purge on some of the bot accounts or people that had either deleted their accounts and moved on. they had done that, and it dropped me back down to like 979. Now I'm at like 993 or 4, so we're almost to 1,000, and I cannot thank you guys enough for getting me there to almost 1,000 subs, and hopefully to 1,000 subs. I never thought my channel would probably go above 100 subs, so thank you so much for that. I'll be doing another video when I do get 1,000 subs for everybody. I want to talk a little bit more about my channel and where I see my channel going in that video when we get to 1,000 subs. But anyways, I hope you liked the video, and I will talk to you guys later.